World leaders will gather this week in New York to address the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The war in Ukraine, climate change, and nuclear disarmament are likely to dominate the speeches and discussions during the annual gathering that starts on Tuesday at the UN headquarters. The theme for this year's UNGA is a watershed moment, transformative solutions to interlocking challenges. According to the UN, it stems from the recognition that the world is at a critical moment due to the complex and interconnected crisis. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that the gathering was happening at a time of great peril, with the world blighted by war, battered by climate chaos, scarred by hatred, and shamed by poverty, hunger, and inequality. The UNGA session is being held in person after 3 years due to the COVID pandemic. Deadly diseases such as measles, tetanus, and whooping cough are on the rise in Ethiopia's Tigray region after the vaccination rates plunged during the civil war that broke out nearly 2 years ago, doctors and regional health officials said. The percentage of children in Tigray receiving routine vaccines has fallen to below 10% this year, data from the Tigray Health Bureau shows, undoing years of government efforts to boost the immunization rates. The hopes of the children in the region to grow healthier and happier were snatched away in the blink of an eye, the Bureau said in a letter this month to the Global Vaccine Alliance Gavi. The letter blamed the decline in vaccination on supply shortages caused by what is called a siege of Tigray by the Ethiopian Federal Forces, power outages that have disrupted the vaccine cold chains, and the inability of the people in the rural areas to reach the health facilities. Hungary's foreign minister said on Tuesday that the European Union should not consider new sanctions against Russia, as that would only deepen the energy supply crisis and hurt Europe. The EU should stop mentioning an eighth package of sanctions, should stop flagging measures that would only further deepen the energy supply crisis, Peter Siarto said in a statement. Some 250,000 mourners filed past Queen Elizabeth's coffin at Westminster Hall in London during her lying in state, the government said on Tuesday as the nation's mourning period ended. On Monday, the world's gaze had fallen on London as the Queen was laid to rest after a 70-year reign in a dazzling show of pomp and ceremony that included one of the largest military processions ever seen in Britain. Queen Elizabeth was laid to rest alongside her beloved husband on Monday after a day which saw Britain and the world pay a final farewell to the nation's longest reigning monarch in a dazzling show of pomp and ceremony. Amid formality and careful choreography, there were moments of raw emotion. Late in the day, an ashen-faced King Charles held back tears while grief was etched on the faces of several members of the royal family.